Ryan Jack, welcome to PLZsoccer.com. How are you finding, first and foremost, Turkish football?
Yeah, obviously loving the new experience. A lot of different challenges and different ways for me to obviously learn and improve. But for me so far, it's been good and I'm enjoying it.
What's the standard like?
It's actually better than what I thought, to be honest. Some of the teams have got a lot of good players. I think we played Ahmed a couple of weeks ago, and they had that Asa Belonga and Max Grado. The team we played last week have got the boy Juve up top. So there's a lot of teams with a lot of good players. Standards actually better than what I thought, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. For us, we're on a good run. It's a small club, a family club. Obviously, I spoke to people. Obviously, we touched base when I was in Dubai, and chats was obviously ongoing. I spoke to people within the club and people that knew people through the club, and heard a lot of good things. A family club that want to go and push and try and do really well and improve. So obviously, for me, it was good to join.
I know you wanted to get that run of fitness so that you could show what you can do. How's your fitness been, and how do you feel you're playing?
Yeah, my fitness is really good, to be honest. I've trained hard in the off season, really hard, but I think that's actually helped me. Obviously, you go into games, training's different from games. You go into games, the first few games, obviously, I think I played 30 minutes, few substitution appearances, but it was just to get me up to speed. Obviously, spoke with the staff, let them know that I hadn't played in a few months, so they understood where I was at, and I started the last three games. Felt really good. Played 90 minutes last night. I think played 80 the week before and then 70 the week before. So fitness is really good, and the team's in a good run. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I'm back enjoying football, and hopefully I can just keep improving.
Yeah, I've always felt a fit Ryan Jack is a player that's got a lot to offer. How do you view the international scene then, Ryan? Do you just pester do you pester Steve Clarke, or just hope that he's keeping his eye on you and you're not out of sight, out of mind?
Yeah. To be honest on that, I haven't spoken to Steve recently. Obviously, we've been close throughout my time with Scotland, and he showed a lot of belief in me, and I've really enjoyed my time working with him and the staff at Scotland. So, obviously, I would never close that door. But I think at the minute, I just need to focus on um, when we touched on before that I need to just, as you say, prove my fitness and start playing every week and start enjoying my football again. And I think I'm at there at the minute. There's still a lot to come. Obviously, I've only started the last few games, and I want to just keep building on that. And look down the line, who knows? We'll maybe have a conversation, and but I would never close that door and say I'm not coming, because I enjoyed working with Steve too much, and we'll see if that chat ever comes.
It's great news, and I'm absolutely delighted for you. Of course, everybody knows you here. Two clubs that you played for are going head to head. The whole country's gone mad for it, Brian. It's
Yeah,
Aberdeen against Rangers.
I
I've
know.
never seen so much interest in a game in all my life.
I know. I was just my parents' about to just came out this morning, so I was sitting saying to my dad this morning that we'll sit and watch a game tomorrow night in the apartment. But I was saying to him it's a massive game. Like, it's a huge game, especially the way that Aberdeen have started. Obviously they're flying, undefeated. Obviously go to Celtic Park last week, get a great result. And then I think this week for Rangers, it's they need to go and get a result and improve where they are, and show that they're up for the challenge. And but look, it's an interesting battle. It always is at Pittodrie. I've been involved in many of them. Tough games, and I'm sure that Rangers squad and Philippe Clement will know that it's a tough challenge. It's coming tomorrow night.
Have you been surprised by Aberdeen?
Well, look, I think if you go off where they were last season, like definitely, I think if you ask everyone in the country, have they been surprised at how well they've started and how good they're doing? But look, I've obviously watched the highlights when I'm over here, when I'm not playing, and when I watch the highlights, they look attacking, they look exciting. They've got a way of playing, an identity and a style. So the manager there's done really well. The staff have done really well. I obviously still know a couple of players that are there, so they'll really fancy themselves tomorrow night.
Have you had a chance to chat with any of them? Have they given you an insight into why they've been able to get this momentum?
No, I've not had a proper in-depth chat. Obviously, Graham Shinney's still there. We just keep in touch now and again, like how you doing, how's everything going, but nothing in depth to be honest. But obviously from outside, when you watch them, they're exciting, they're good to watch. I think last weekend's a sellout against Dundee United, and I'm reading tomorrow's a sellout against Rangers, so they're getting the fans back and they're showing a bit of excitement for the team and to see where they can go.
It's a $64,000 question. Everybody's, speculating on whether they can split Celtic and Rangers. How difficult is that to do, rather than you predicting whether they are or not? How difficult is it to do?
Yeah, look, I think right now, where the Old Firm have been over the last number of years, it's always been first and second. So if you're looking at it before the season starts, you're probably saying, once again, you're saying you don't think anyone can split the Old Firm, which I'm sure everyone would agree. But the way that Aberdeen have started, they've shown obviously a lot of promise that they want to go and try and do that. And then obviously Rangers need to rise to the challenge, and obviously Celtic are at the top of the table doing well. So I think it's up to Rangers tomorrow night to go and show that they're up for the challenge and to go and answer the question.
You're better placed than anyone to talk about the pressures of trying to go and win the league. You managed to do it under Steven Gerrard. Philippe Clement has been a year in the job, and he just seems to be going from one game to the next where people are making decisions on whether he's got what it takes, whether he's not got what
Yeah.
it takes. It's an unbelievable pressure he's under at the moment.
Yeah, definitely. I think I've said it before many a time that it's just what comes with the job with the Old Firm. It's either one side or the other. And unfortunately for Rangers at the minute, if Celtic are really doing well and flying, then the pressure comes, the pressure mounts. Obviously, there's been a lot touched on. They're not winning games convincingly, albeit the Bucharest game. They go and win 4-0, but I think domestically, a lot of the games they're scraping over the line and winning by one goal. Um, but I think that just comes, I've touched on before, that just comes with Old Firm. That pressure's always there. There's obviously a lot of issues going on behind the scenes at the club, obviously board level and above. So I just think at the minute there's been a lot of negativity surrounding it, and then when the performances aren't what the fans demand, it gets worse and worse. But like Rangers have just got to focus on one game at a time, and tomorrow night they just need to put everything out of their mind, focus on tomorrow night, massive game, sell out Pittodrie. I'm sure there's a lot of players there. James Tavernier, John Souttar, Tom Lawrence, Jack Butland, players older experience that have been to Pittodrie and been involved in these fixtures. I'm sure they're preparing the squad and letting everyone know what it's going to be like tomorrow night, because Aberdeen are going to come out quick, so Rangers need to be ready.
You mentioned James Tavernier there. He was dropped at the weekend. How do you think that will affect him?
Look, he's got a great character. That is one thing about James. I know a lot of people say that he seems to come across quiet and not really out there and outspoken. But I always say this, trust me when I say it, that in the change room he speaks his mind, and he's a great character. I'm sure he comes out the team for this game, but over the last few weeks, we've seen Rangers really rotate the squad game to game. So I think tomorrow night, for me, I think James Tavernier has to play just for his experience and his know-how and dead ball. He's got that quality. He can score a goal. He can assist, and Rangers are going to need all that experience tomorrow night.
In a strange twist, you mentioned there you expect Aberdeen to have a real go at Rangers early on with the crowd, the atmosphere. In a way, could that play into Rangers' hands, because they seem to really like that kind of European style where they sit in? Is that what you expect them to do?
They'll maybe recognise there's a lot of pressure on at Rangers at the minute with the manager and above and the supporters and everything that's gone at the club. Results have been okay, but they're not really seen domestically. Teams off, so maybe Aberdeen will think they can come and have a go and get something from the game. But hopefully that suits Rangers, and I'm sure it will, because if Aberdeen open up, there'll be a lot of space for Rangers forward players to go and exploit. So look, I'm really looking forward to watching the game. To be honest, I think it'll be a great game, um, and let's see how it plays out.
What's your prediction then? You're going to be sitting there with your dad, you're going to be watching it, kicking every
Yeah,
ball. Give us your
yeah.
prediction.
Look, I think either way, it's a tough one to call. It is. I'm not going to lie. I think actually watched the Aberdeen Celtic game at Celtic Park, and the way Aberdeen went, and especially the second half went toe to toe. I thought it was a really exciting game. Aberdeen showed a real quality in the squad, and I think they made subs at half time, and then Soccer, I think it was, comes on and scores and shows real quality. So I think both squads will be fancying it, but obviously for me, I hope Rangers go and win the game.
Your old dad, is he excitable? He watched you in a Rangers jersey lift that title. Is
Yeah.
he the one? Does he get excited at these games as well?
Yeah, look, we'll sit and watch the game, and we'll probably speak through it. But for me, I think when you're not involved now, and obviously I've took a step away from the club and I've moved away, a different country, I just try and watch as much games as I can back home, and keep in touch. And I've actually said, I think I said that a few days ago to even my friends, I was like, the Aberdeen Rangers game Wednesday night will be some game. Obviously, I can't wait to sit and watch it. And I've got a lot of friends, obviously, got to be playing in the game, so I'm looking forward to it.
And the other aspect of it, just before we say farewell, you were part of a team that was able to handle the pressure and win the title. What do this Rangers squad need to do in times of adversity to show that they can go and win this title, or at least see off the threat from Aberdeen in second?
Yeah, I think throughout the club, everyone's got to stick together. I think when there's a lot of questions above, and there's a lot of uncertainty around the club, for me, I think the playing squad and the staff and the manager, I'm sure the manager will be getting this point across, that whatever happens outside the club, inside the building, day to day, everyone needs to stick together. Everyone needs to be on the same page. Everyone needs to be training hard, try to get the best version of themselves. And I'm sure if Rangers keep striving for that, at some point, then if you keep doing everything right, at some point that will change. Your luck will change. And obviously, when I seen the result of the Bucharest game, I thought myself, I thought maybe that could be the turning point for Rangers. That they maybe get their tails up, and then they can kick on, and then obviously they get over the line against St Mirren. But for me, when that pressure's there, you just need to keep winning. It doesn't matter if there's negativity. If you're not winning 4-0, you're not winning 5-0. I think the year we actually won the league, we had a lot of close games that year, and we managed to just get over the line and just build momentum. And I think that's key for Rangers right now. They just need to keep building momentum, keep trying to get wins game after game, and see what it takes them.
Ryan, just before you go, I'm a wee bit worried. I watched your game last night. I'm not too sure you suit green. Is your boy unhappy? I know your
Nah.
wee boy's not happy with it.
No, my wee boy's a baby, so he's no really clued up yet. But no, the first time my girl said was, "Oh, I can't believe you're wearing a green kit." But nah, it's all good. It's all good nature. I think, as I say, I'm at a good club, and obviously I've done my sort of due diligence before I came, and I spoke to people that had connections to the club and said it was a well-run club, a good family club. They want to go and obviously do well and progress and improve. So for me, it was ticking all the right boxes for what I want. I've always wanted to play abroad, which ticks that box as well. I'm living in Istanbul, which is a great city to live in. A busy city, mind you, but a great city to live in. And yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it.
I'm absolutely delighted, having spoken to you, and all that hard work that you put in Dubai. It's paying off for you. We wish you all the very best for the season, and hopefully see you back in that international scene. Ryan, thanks for joining us.
Perfect. No problem. Cheers, Peter.